It's awesome when Meghan tries to drag Gloria Steinem on latest Grotesque NYC tour. Meghan Markle was all smiles as she walked out of Soho's Crosby hotel with political activist Gloria Steinem on Monday. The Duchess of Sussex, 40, grinned on Monday as she held hands with famous feminist Steinem, just 2 weeks after they both appeared in Vogue in wake of the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Meghan, who had attended a UN event with her husband, Prince Harry, earlier in the day, kept it cool in a pair of smart, navy shorts which she paired with a simple white blouse, a tan leather belt, brown Manolo Blahnik heels and a perfectly coordinated $428 knee wooden beaded clutch. She sported a $6,900 Cartier Love bracelet, Princess Diana's Cartier tank watch, which costs $23,000, rings, her $350,000 Triology engagement ring, her wedding ring, and 2 Shiffon Duet Pinky Rings, which retail for $525 each. Steinem kept it simple in an all-black ensemble except for a statement golden shell belt. The political activist has recruited Meghan in her fight to get Congress to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment, a proposed amendment to the United States Constitution designed to guarantee equal legal rights for all American citizens regardless of sex. Meghan and Steinem, 88, spoke to Vogue magazine in conversation with journalist Jessica Yellin just days after the SCOTUS ruling. The royal had urged men to be more vocal with their anger and revealed her husband's response to the ruling was guttural. Steinem declared the day after the ruling that she would welcome women traveling to New York for an abortion into her own Manhattan home. Men need to be vocal in this moment and beyond because these are decisions that affect relationships, families, and communities at large, Meghan said. They may target women, but the consequences impact all of us. My husband and I talked about that a lot over the past few days. He's a feminist too. We have to channel that fear into action. We can start this November in the midterms. We have to vote, every time. Steinem, who was approached by Meghan in 2020, when the Duchess realized that she was sheltering during the pandemic near their California home, said she could confirm that Harry was deeply interested in women's rights. She called the pair chosen family. His reaction last week was guttural, like mine, Meghan said. I know that for so many women right now, there is a sentiment of despair. But again, we have to band together and not wallow. We have to do the work. Meghan argued it was important to normalize conversation about the things that affect our lives and bodies, referencing her own decision to speak out in November 2020 about her own miscarriage. This is about women's physical safety, she said. It's also about economic justice, individual autonomy, and who we are as a society. Nobody should be forced to make a decision they do not want to make, or is unsafe, or puts their own life in jeopardy. Steinem told the story of her own abortion, performed in London, which she said allowed her to live the life she chose. Here you're talking to 2 women, one who chose to give birth happily, and one who chose not to give birth happily, the Duchess said. And we're both prospering because we were able to make our own choices. Steinem, born in Ohio, moved to New York in 1960, and in 1971 famously launched Ms. Magazine, the first publication to be owned and operated by women. She has been at the forefront of women's rights for over 50 years, and, asked what she would do to help, told the New York Post last month, everything from the small effort to say, I have a guest room if you need to come to New York State, you can stay here. Which of course is limited since it's only 1 room. But at least it's something that I can offer. Steinem also told Vogue that Meghan and Harry speaking out about the issue was vital. It's very, very, very important, she said. Because what they both have is trust. We trust them and nothing but nothing replaces trust. It is the most important quality or attribute. It is the most important